What's up, you guys? Welcome back again to your Heroclix headquarters. Today, we're going to be cracking open both of the new play-at-home kits for Wheels of Vengeance. We got the regular one here with Ghost Rider, as well as the WizKids Store exclusive one here with the Werewolf by Night. You can only get this thing online at WizKids.com. It's kind of like a new thing they're trying out. So I've also got the Dyson token pack we're going to take a quick look at as well. But mainly we're going to just focus on these two play-at-home kits, and we're going to kind of compare and contrast and see which one may or may not be better. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But without any further ado, let's get right to it. So first of all, we're going to get right into the Dyson token pack. And apologies if you can hear my garage door. It has been crazy windy these past few days here. So just cracking this bad boy open. Let's take a look at what these cool tokens look like. So we do have pretty much every version of Ghost Rider here, it looks like. We have these awesome Ghost Rider Flaming Skull dice, which is awesome. Although I kind of wish the dice were black and the skull was red, or like orange, you know, with the flames and everything. That would be cool. But then on the other side of the tokens, we have a look at some of the bystanders we get in the set. There's a Spirit of Vengeance token. And we actually get 3 of these Spirit of Vengeance tokens. And it is Zadkiel, the super rare dude that makes these. I've play tested him once already. He's actually pretty freaking amazing, even though he's like 200 points. We also got a couple of Lilin tokens. I'm pretty sure Lilith makes those. And we have one Sarah bystander as well. And that is Death Rider, I believe his name is, the rare. So yeah, pretty awesome that we get all the bystanders. And oh, cool, I just realized the art on the back of this is actually pretty awesome with Ghost Rider there. But anyway, that is the dice and token pack. I always love picking those up, you know. I get them every set just because they are so cool. And I always love having some cool dice to play with. And not to mention the fact that, you know, the bystander tokens on the back always come in handy when playing games. So taking a look here, you can see we have a map. And we do get an awesome Ghost Rider Legacy card. That's from the Amazing Spider-Man set. And let's see, we got Blitzkrieg Manhattan on one side of the map. And we'll just pop this thing open real quick. I want to see what is on the other side, because I'm pretty sure that is the map that was in the release day OP kit, because we did play at my store with the release day OP kit with the blade. And yeah, this map was on one side of it. This map is crazy though. Actually, you know what? I think that map was the Broxton, Oklahoma one actually. Yeah, so this one actually I think is exclusive to the play at home kit. But anyway, yeah, you can see one side here is all blocking terrain, as well as the other side is just all blocking terrain. So you have like 2 squares less on that map if you pick that side, which is pretty nuts. And then you got this cool like dark dimension map on the other side. So pretty cool maps. I really think this one is probably worth getting the play at home kit for by itself, because that map is going to see some play for sure. Lots of shenanigans with that map. All right, popping out this Ghost Rider here. We can see he's got a pretty freaking sweet sculpt. I mean, the same one from the Uncommon, but I still think it's pretty great. It looks so cool. And the dial on this Ghost Rider is amazing. This is one of my all-time favorite Ghost Riders already. So we'll take a quick look here at what he can do. He's coming in at 200 points. He has the Champions, Defenders, Marvel Knights, Midnight Suns, Thunderbolts, Mystical and Vehicle keywords, Mystics, and Team Player team abilities. His first trait here says when Ghost Rider hits or when a friendly character is hit by an opposing character, after resolutions generate a fire smoke terrain marker adjacent to the attacking character. At the beginning of your next turn, even if this is lost, deal 1 damage to a character occupying that marker, then remove that marker. So you have to generate it adjacent to the attacking character, so it is better when he hits, because you could make it adjacent to him, as in your opponent's square. And that way, you know, when you remove it, you can actually deal them damage because they occupy it. Because if they hit an opposing friendly character, it would be adjacent to them and they wouldn't be in it, so there'd be no damage dealt to them. But he does have then Steel Energy and Willpower traded as well. That's pretty nuts with such a long dial. Improved movement for elevated and destroys blocking is great to help him get around. Really needs that. Starting with Hypersonic, 12 attack, 4 damage, close combat expert, 19 invincible. So that'd be a 13 for 5 up close, and that is definitely some good damage potential. Then on his attack power, he has Poison, Quake, Giant Reach 4. When Ghost Rider uses poison, opposing characters within 4 squares occupying or adjacent to any fire markers are considered adjacent and dealt penetrating damage instead. So that's awesome. He has a 4-square poison for anybody occupying or adjacent to his fire, or any fire markers, really. And yeah, that Giant Reach 4 with the Quake is pretty nasty as well. But then on his defense, he has Stop, Invincible, Regeneration. Ghost Rider has Safeguard, Outwit. So Stop is already protected Outwit, but that will give him Safeguard Outwit on his whole dial, which is pretty nuts. And yeah, he's got 3 of those stop clicks. I really love these 200-point dials we've been getting for certain characters. Like we've got the Spider-Man in the last Spider-Man set. And I think in Avengers Forever, I believe, is when we got the Hulk and the Iron Man that were 200 points. So I really love to see those dials. They're a lot of fun. And I really love this Legacy Ghost Rider. So he's got Mystic's team ability, Champions, Heroes for Hire, Legion of Monsters, Midnight Suns, Mystical, and Vehicle keywords. He's got Rider for Hire free, once per game make an attack, and that is kind of a callback to the old ATA that everybody always used to play on this guy that just gave him a free once per game and make an attack, basically. So pretty much the same thing, which is great to see. And then he also has Poison, free, choose an opposing character within 3 squares with 2 action tokens and deal them 1 penetrating damage. Now, that is actually the reverse of what it used to be, so I feel like I kind of like that less. I feel like I like the old version better, because it used to be free when he has 2 action tokens, choose an opposing character within 3 squares in line of fire and deal them 1 penetrating damage. So it's great to kind of like run up, you know, next turn, make another attack, make a free attack or whatever, and also free, you know, do 1 penetrating, and then next turn, free, do 1 penetrating and clear, you know, so he's still kind of doing some damage every turn. It was really nice. I mean, technically he still can, but you have to already be within the 3 in line of fire of somebody that does happen to have 2 tokens. It's a little bit less in your control is really the only reason I think I like the old version better. But then later on his damage, he has Close Combat Expert and Probability Control, which does help out his attack value being only a 10. He'd be 11 up close with some prob is great. Only 80 points. Used to be like 145, which is pretty nuts. So I love what they've done with him here. Definitely improved upon him. And I've got a team build actually for this guy coming up, so stay tuned for that. But this is a great Ghost Rider. This is a great Ghost Rider Legacy card. This is a great map. And on top of that, we also get these cool fire terrain markers. You get 6 of them, it looks like. And there's a lot of characters in this set. I mean, even just this guy right here that make fire terrain markers. So it's really nice to have these. I mean, you can use any hindering terrain marker or any smoke terrain marker, whatever, to basically signify that. But it's just really nice to have actual fire ones. I will note, however, these don't fit fully 100% in the square. They're a little bit smaller than a map square, which is kind of annoying. I like it better when they fit perfectly. But it is what it is. It's still really nice to have fire markers in general. So that is the Ghost Rider Play at Home kit. I like that one a lot. Now let's crack open the WizKids store exclusive Werewolf by Night Play at Home kit. All right, so sliding this guy out here, popping out our Werewolf by Night, and let's see. Oh yeah, so with this one, we actually get the Doctor Strange mansion indoor. So we get the Sanctum Sanctorum, basically, which is pretty freaking awesome. So yeah, taking a quick look at the map here. Okay, so this one does have the Broxton, Oklahoma outdoor map on the other side. And then on this side, we have this awesome Sanctum Sanctorum. I love all the like details in this map with all the cool symbols and everything. It's so cool. So a pretty cool map in this one as well, although I don't think it'll be quite as good a map as the Blitzkrieg Manhattan outdoor map. But anyway, let's take a quick look here. We do get this awesome legacy card designed by the winner of one of the last Heroclix for Huntington's events, where he won the ability to design a legacy card, and that's pretty freaking awesome. And being a huge Iron Man fan that I am, I'm glad that he picked an Iron Man. Not the one I would have chosen, but this one is super freaking awesome, and I think he did a great job designing this card. So he does have the Avengers team ability, Avengers, Stark Industries, Armor, and Scientist keywords. Energy Shield Deflection, Impervious, and Iron Man can reduce penetrating damage. That's great. All traded. That's amazing. And then on top of that, you got Force Blast, Leap, Climb, and Sidestep on his movement power later. Starting off with just regular Sidestep and his attack power that gives Energy, Explosion, and Penetrating Psychic Blast, as well as his special damage power that gives him improved targeting for elevated, destroys blocking, hindering characters, and can make range attacks while adjacent. So literally everything. But then he also has free choose one for Iron Man to use until your next turn, Outwit or Range Combat Expert. So that's amazing. You get a choice of 2 really good powers there. Also, with the Avengers team ability, potentially getting another +1 attack on certain targets. He could, with the Range Combat Expert, be like a 13 for 5 with Penetrating Blast that can see through everything. And now that we have the motorcycle equipment in this Wheels of Vengeance set that does have an option to give Running Shot, we can actually give this dude Running Shot top dial, so he'd have, a ton of mobility. Basically a 4 movement running shot plus the 2 from Sidestep plus a 7 range that can see through everything. That's already like a 13 square reach. Add like a TK, basically just TK him out, running shot him out, like shoot somebody in their starting area and then like sidestep back, basically. So that's pretty freaking nuts. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna try him out as well. He looks super fun. Another great legacy card here. And taking a look at the Werewolf by Night. Now this is again the same sculpt that we get in the main set as Uncommon. I think he's also an Uncommon. He's got Legion of Monsters, Midnight Suns, Animal, Monster, Mystical, and Past, and Mystics team ability. Shape Change, Toughness, free, turn Werewolf by Night to the same click number of a different color for his Full Moon trait. So you can just, it's kind of like a shifting focus. You can swap between the dials here as needed. And then Rise from the Grave. When Werewolf by Night KOs an opposing character, generate a grave-hindering terrain marker. Once per game, when Werewolf by Night would be KO'd, you may instead place him in any unoccupied grave marker. If you do, turn him to the blue, click number 4, then remove that marker from the map, Protected Pulse Wave. So he gets a once per game effect to save himself from being KO'd, which is great. He makes grave-hindering terrain markers, which I believe does combo with the Black Lanterns from the Notorious set, because it is just a grave-hindering terrain marker. It's literally like the same thing. I believe it should count. So yeah, that's pretty freaking awesome. He has got improved movement for elevated and characters, which is really good too. Pretty decent dial either way. You got some charge blades, super senses to combo with the shape change, and toughness. Means he's actually pretty hard to deal with defensively. And then some Battle Fury as well to get through other shape changes. Otherwise, Stealth, Combat Reflexes, and the shape change and toughness. Also a pretty great defense on this other one where you have Precision Strike and Outwit. And then we'll take a quick look at the back here where he's got a special defense power that gives him Stop, Impervious. When this power is first revealed after resolutions, generate a grave-hindering terrain marker and turn Werewolf by Night to the blue click number 4. This game, Werewolf by Night can't use his Full Moon trait or heal. Oof. So you don't want to hit that stop click because he can no longer heal and he can no longer use his awesome Full Moon trait to be able to swap and, to use these 2 powers here. But yeah, he's pretty great. He's got 2 good dials to swap between as needed. He's got a stop click on both of them and a once per game way to save himself from being KO'd. So pretty great overall. And you do also get grave-hindering terrain markers in this set, which is actually probably my favorite part of this whole set. As much as I love this freaking Iron Man card, these grave markers are nice to have, for him, for some of the other characters in the Wheels of Vengeance set, as well as especially all of the Black Lanterns and everything from Notorious. So it's really nice to have these just, to use for any of those. Now, overall, I think I am going to be leaning towards the regular Ghost Rider play-at-home kit. If I had to pick just one, I would probably go with this one. Honestly, for me, it's a lot to do with the map. This map is really freaking awesome. If you don't have any other way of getting this map, then I feel like you really need this map, honestly, going forward. I feel like that one's gonna have some shenanigans. And this Ghost Rider, like if you're a fan of Ghost Rider, not only do you get a legacy card for one of the all-time best Ghost Riders. You also get one of the all-time new best Ghost Rider dials, and that's amazing. And of course, the fire markers are probably going to be almost as useful as the grave markers. I do love this Iron Man card, and Werewolf by Night is great as well. And like I said, I love the grave markers. And the map is really cool for that one too. So it is pretty close. I just kind of feel like this set for me edges it out a tiny little bit in each aspect. Also, not gonna lie, this one being a lot more available to the average person to go into a shop and buy it, I think that actually kind of makes it that much better. More people are gonna have access to this one anyway, so if it is a little bit better, probably for the best. Having to go to the WizKids shop to get this one kind of does make it, a little bit harder to get. It's not really that big of a deal, but it's a little bit harder than maybe just going to your local store. But otherwise, if you have the opportunity to buy both, I would say buy both. In my opinion, I think they're both great. I also love the Dyson tokens because I'm a huge Ghost Rider fan, so I love those. So yeah, all these sets are great. Let me know what you guys think about them in the comments below. If you enjoyed the unboxing, don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel even more, don't forget to check the links in the description for the Patreon, or hit that join button down below for the YouTube memberships. Either way, for as little as $1 a month, you get entered into our monthly giveaways, and you get to see your name here in the credits with all these other awesome people. But that's going to do it for this one, you guys. Thanks again so much for watching. Until next time, this has been Heroclix Headquarters, signing off.